himself, he was a terrorist, but of course, you know, he was very uneducated and never would have had the capability to pull off a plot such as this without CIA help. And of course, he had a defective bomb, so there was never really any threat that the plane would go down. So that was my ultimate conclusion. Now we have the media saying that the parachuters are tied to the underwear bomber, and one of them was actually his roommate, apparently while being radicalized somewhere in Europe. Well, you know, that's a big red flag to me, because I proved the underwear bomber was a false flag. And there was, as you mentioned, admissions in Congress that he was put on the plane intentionally. So to me, the underwear bomber is a proof false flag. Tying the parachuting into that proves that one is also a false flag. But, you know, we have a lot of other questionable things with the parachuting that tie into other false flags or corrupt plots. You know, the one that's a big red flag to me is the dropped ID card. I mean, come on. Where did we see this before? At the World Trade Center, 9/11. You know, with the dropped passport found in the burning rubble of the World Trade Center. So to me, that's another huge red flag. What that tells me is whoever put that there is pointing the finger incorrectly at Muslims. So what that tells me is Muslims did not perpetrate this attack at all. It's meant to create a false story. Much of the information we're being fed by the mainstream media in these attacks will be intentionally false to paint a false narrative. So that's a big one for me, because we've seen it before with another fake attack, 9/11. Not saying nobody died in 9/11, of course not. What I'm saying is the wrong people were meant to be the patsies in that case. So here we have it again. So what we take out of that, Muslims did not commit this act, or at least they weren't the major planners. So we have that. And then we just have the utter, we have the ties to the underwear bomber. We have that too. And then we just have the utter unbelievability of the story. So let's start out with the story. I'll go through some points that I just think are ridiculous. They go into Charlie Hebdo offices. They have a woman hostage they take outside to get in. Fine. Okay, believable. Next, we're told instead of demanding that she take them to the Charlie Hebdo office, they go to the front desk and ask where the office is. What? This is just ridiculous. You know, nonsense. This would never happen in real life. You point the gun at the woman's head and you say, take me to the office. You don't go and ask for directions at the front desk. So ridiculous, not credible to me. Okay, next we have, they go upstairs. They already knew an important meeting was apparently going on. All the major players from the magazine were in a meeting, which they do only once a week, I guess, and the rest of the week they work at home. So they knew something was going on ahead of time. And then we're told they call out the names of the people they want to shoot. Not really what Muslim extremists do. Muslim extremists would open the door and shoot everybody in the room. So that doesn't sit right with me either. But
they also wouldn't flee after the attack. They'd wait and die in a glorious jihad.
Right, or maybe blow up the whole building, you know, and something like that, in a suicide bomb. That's more in line with what crazy Muslims would do. So we're told that they have a precision attack here, killing the names on the list. Okay, if you believe that, fine. But then how do 11 people get wounded in the Charlie Hebdo offices? I mean, how many people were wounded in the Sandy Hook shooting? 3? 26 dead? 3 wounded in Sandy Hook? And here, in a precision shooting, 10 dead, 11 wounded? No. So somebody's lying there, or I don't know what. It's conflicting stories. So that tells me we're not being told the real story by somebody. Okay. Then they leave. Fine. But now there's only evidence of 2. I mean, there's video of when they leave outside. They get into 2 shootouts with cops. Fine. But where's guy number 3? You know, we're told right away that there's 3 of them. He's nowhere to be seen anywhere. He's not in the escape car. He's not in the building. The witnesses don't see him. As a matter of fact, one of the witnesses in Charlie Hebdo said one of the perpetrators had blue eyes, and the 3 suspects named all have brown eyes. lo and behold, one of them's a kid, and he's in school during the shooting, and it's impossible.
And now we have the police chief that was involved in investigating, killing himself while writing the report. Yeah, of course. Stay there. I mean, I know they've got radical Muslims. To me, it looks like they just financed them to do this. You're saying it may be totally fake.
The human body is extraordinary. Despite all the stresses we inflict upon it, it still works hard to stay in balance. Thousands upon thousands of people rely upon Heart and Body Extract to help their body stay balanced. This excellent 100% natural herbal formula helps maintain healthy blood pressure levels, cleans arteries, promotes good circulation, balances cholesterol, and more. HB Extract, paired with healthy lifestyle choices like good nutrition and exercise, can give you a life free of pain, sickness, and fear. Recapture your youthful vitality and experience your body healing itself with the aid of HB Extract. It's extremely effective and it starts working in just days. Visit hbextract.com to learn more and to read scores of testimonials from satisfied customers. And we've never increased our price in over 10 years. That makes Heart and Body Extract as great a value now as it was the first day we sold it. A healthy heart is a happy heart. Call 866-295-5305 or go to hbextract.com.
Mom, I can't do my math homework. I just don't get it. I hate math.
I've always tried to be a good mother, but when it came to Jamie's math, I was at a loss. Then a friend told me about Math Made Easy DVDs. Concepts are simplified in an easy way to follow and review, and students can learn at their own pace in the convenience of home. Listen, in the frustration, call Math Made Easy. Call now, 1-800-USA-MATH. That's 1-800-872-6284. Or visit us at mathmadeeasy.com.
Managing your business and customers isn't easy, huh? SnapForce Customer Relationship Software may be just what you need. SnapForce CRM is a software solution that helps you manage everything important about your customers, from sales to marketing to service and support. All of your customer information is right there at your fingertips for easy access. It's time to take control of your business in a snap. Get your free trial at snapforce.com. That's SNAPFORCE.com. Snapforce.com.
The experts are clear. Sunlight, purified water, healthy non-GMO food, and having a good attitude is essential to a healthy immune system. But I go further with Super Nascent Iodine X2 from InfoWarsLife.com. 50% stronger than our original and revolutionary Nascent Iodine formula, coming from a deep earth crystal source that no other supplier has. Most other forms of iodine come from seaweed in areas plagued by Fukushima and other contaminants. Not our iodine. It comes from over 200-million-year-old crystal salt deposits and is tested and proven to be completely pure. Visit InfoWarsLife.com today. See the informational videos. Read the information they're compiled. And for a limited time, when you use promo code NOW at checkout, you get an additional 5% off the entire family of InfoWarsLife.com products. Secure your Survival Shield X2 today at InfoWarsLife.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139.
Hey, Boomer! I learned in school today that 60% of our bodies are made of water. Good thing we have the Berkey system. It's the cleanest, best water ever. Mom says it's because the Berkey's filtration system cleans out the bad stuff and leaves only pure, delicious water. I know, right? You love it too. Yeah, I'm thirsty too. Let's go get some. Get Berkey Clean Water by calling 877-886-3653. That's 877-886-3653. Or visit GoBerkey.com.
The CDC just announced flu vaccines may have the wrong strain of flu virus. You may not be protected. Whatever your lifestyle, your immune system is critical, and Immudyne provides your immune support. Doctor recommended, stimulant-free, and not found in pharmacies. Go to Immudyne.com to find out more or to place an order, or call 866-257-8668. That's IMMUDYNE.com or 866-257-8668. Remember, Immudyne is key support for your immune system.
I know your anger. I know your dreams. It's the cult of personality. Old Obama, he was going to give you free houses, free cars, free everything. All he gave the black community was double their unemployment. But he gave people the pride. And I hope that Republicans out there don't have pride if we get a Chris Christie or a Jeb Bush and go, well, at least it isn't Obama, or at least it isn't Hillary. Well, I don't like Jeb, but he's better than Hillary. I don't know. It'd be better to have Hillary because folks are really angry and sick of it. She couldn't get jack squat done. So I'm thinking about beating these people, not being played by them. If the system wants Jeb Bush over Hillary, there's a reason for that. That's another debate. We're going to have Mr. Haskell with us 10 minutes into the next segment, then I'll go to your phone calls. Blake and Truth and Bobby and Michael and Wildman. We'll get to all of you. So please stay there. I want to hear your comments. See people have some pretty interesting comments like gas prices, works in a refinery, wants to talk about the economy. That's Wildman. Blake wants to talk about the Paris shooting. Truth Raider wants to talk about hacking and 9/11. Blake wants to talk about... Bobby wants to talk about collapse of the dollar. That's all coming up. But finishing up with questions about Paris, when you say Muslims didn't do it, I would agree the West has financed the takeover of regions, giving the weapons to radical jihadis that do come out of Saudi Arabia. They're allowing these people to fly back and forth out of the West. They're recruiting Western terror armies to now attack us to complete the police state takeover. That's all clear. But are you saying from your research, you're a smart guy, I mean, Muttalib wanted to call you in the trial until they blocked it. We shouldn't forget that. And what you said got confirmed in Congress. So I know you're an accurate guy, but your gut really tells you these guys may not have even been involved, or what are you saying?
No, I want to be really clear on it because it's kind of complicated how I see these going down. I see that the U.S. and or Israel, however you want to take it, most of the plots I think have been CIA plots. This particular plot, I think, is a Mossad plot. I can get into why if you want me to. But anyway, I think what they're doing, they're taking these stupid, uneducated Muslims. They're handpicking some, and they're having undercover CIA, Mossad agents, whoever, radicalize them in Europe, believing that the undercover agents are actually Al-Qaeda, ISIS, whoever. They're taking them in these camps, whatever you want to call them. They're having them make videos. And when the time comes that they're needed to be a patsy, then all of a sudden they get a call from bin Laden, al-Awlaki, whoever the most holiest CIA agent would be at that time, to demand that they go to do their mission. And then they handpick whichever ones best fit that particular mission.
And by the way, we know that's what they've done in the past with Hassan, the underwear bomber, the rest of them. So you're absolutely right, and I believe that's what went on.
So it's not completely accurate to say Muslims aren't involved. They do carry out the attacks. Some of them, or at least parts of them, are real, not all of them. But to say the Muslims are doing the attacks is not correct, because without training, financing, planning of the events, the inside information, none of these events would take place.
They're the useful idiots that are dumb enough to carry it out.
Yes, that's all they are. But it's not completely correct to say Muslims aren't involved, because they are. But without that helping hand, there would be none of these attacks.
Sure. Well, no, I totally agree with your analysis, and that's pretty much what I see going on here. I don't.
Right.
I mean, I know I've seen UPI and AP and Jerusalem Post headlines that Israel created fake al-Qaeda groups in 1992 to counter Hamas, and that's on record that Israel has staged false bombings on itself. That's not me. That's the Jerusalem Post and Haaretz. So I don't put it past Israel or elements of it to get sympathy, just like a black dorm might burn a cross out front to get, extra money or something. I get people doing things for sympathy, people wounding themselves. It's very common in psychology. How do you say it's CIA or Mossad?
This one, I think, is Mossad, and here's why. Okay, so you have the France vote to recognize Palestine as a state, which allows them to go into the International Criminal Court now and bring proceedings against Israel. Now, before that vote, Netanyahu threatened France, saying if they voted for this, there would be grave consequences. So let's think about what grave consequences from Israel to France would be. Well, obviously, they're not going to go bomb France. They're not that open about it. They would do something via the Mossad. So, if I threaten your family, Alex, and say if you take a particular action, and then you do that, and then 12 members of your family end up dead shortly thereafter, who are the police going to come look after? Me. I'll be suspect number one.
Stay there. Keep rolling this out. It's intriguing. Kurt Haskell, a lawyer and a patriot, smart guy, helped blow the underwear bombing wide open, literally, is our guest right now. Stay with us.
We're on the march.